everybody, welcome to another week with the Tarot Oracle, doing your tarot messages for all signs. I'm using the new deck of cards from Josephine Ellishaw, which is the original ones. These are the same design as the same lady who does the cards that I normally use. You recognise those. And she's brought out a more in-depth book on Easy Tarot, learning about the tarot, and new cards. And we've got a few cards here that have fallen out, which I'm going to give you. I didn't actually see that those three had fallen out. So we have got here the Seven of Cups. That's the card where there's a lot of options on the table. There's a lot of choices that are kind of a bit bamboozling us. So there's a lot on the table. It could be that there's lots of options that are available to you, or in your mind isn't settled about decisions that you need to make because there's too much coming at you at the moment. So that card is asking really for a clarification, if you like. And I think the reason why this is a difficult, if you like, something difficult to address, is because there's been lots of disappointments in the past here. So that's why we're erring, and we're not kind of erring, I should say, and not kind of rushing in to make a decision, which is probably the right thing. Now, although we've got this, and this could also indicate that it's something that's happened, that, you know, we were procrastinating, if you like. And then we've got a very lovely energy. So this is the sort of energy of being a bit low and confused and not able to really come to any clear conclusion. And then we have a really nice card here, Six of Cups, which is a much lighter energy and a much happier energy. So I think when that sorts itself out, if it hasn't already, you're going to come into a really nice energy that feels a bit nostalgic, feels familiar, it feels comfortable. It's like coming home kind of thing, that sort of feeling. Could be somebody that you're connected to, or you connect with, that gives you this feeling of completely being able to be yourself. It's the child within you card of nostalgia, but of reconnection, and it kind of makes you reflect on things past in a good way. And then we have the Knight of Wands here. Now the Knight of Wands for me is the relocation card, and that kind of, if we do 2 and 2, that came with this one here. So there's like there's a relocation, or it could be just a journey of going back to something that makes us feel we are our true self. And it could be going back to something that has a nostalgic kind of feel to it. So those are the 4 that came out. So we're leaving something that's giving us a bit of ag to come into a nice, peaceful and familiar. It feels familiar. You know that feeling, oh, it's like coming home. It's that kind of feeling. So these are lovely because they just slip through your hands. They're not as old as the other ones. I said, well, they're brand new. The other ones I've got, they're a bit of a job to get them going sometime. I'm going to go to the top today. And the back of the card we have got, yeah, there you are. So that plays into that Seven of Cups that I was telling you, that somebody is offering something, and there's been opportunities that have passed you by, or they didn't seem right, or whatever. And it's that sort of, it's the idea that you've had a lot of things on offer, and it's now you've got to the point of almost semi-boredom. I don't know whether I want this or not. I don't know what I'm looking at. That will resolve itself for you, because we do have that lovely Six of Cups, and then it looks as though you will be moving on, if not literally moving on by moving, with that Knight of Wands, which is always my relocation card. It could be a journey, but for me, he speaks of relocation. So we've got 3 here. I'm going to use the old deck, our favourites here, my favourites, to do the clarifiers. So we've got the whole thing now is Josephine Ellishaw's cards, which I really like. Okay, so nothing fell out there. Let's just see if anything comes out here. I'm going to do a lot more clammy. Nothing came out. Okay. So I think we went up to the top. Oh, the devil. That's the negative mind. That's the thing where you're looking at all those cups thinking, I don't know what to do, and probably thinking the worst. And hence we're at a bit of a standstill. This is the sign, the major arcana for Capricorn as well, and it's the message is don't give in to your negative mind. So that is clarifying this, the offer. You've let things go by because you didn't trust them. You thought the worst of it. You kind of put a damper on everything or on yourself, that you didn't believe in it. You didn't trust in this, or you didn't trust in yourself or believe in yourself, whatever. It amounts to the same thing in the end, in that nothing was done. And maybe overthinking with that 7 of Cups that came. You know, you're looking too deeply. Trust your instincts, and that should help you to make choices, really. So the devil there is the not giving into your negative self. You know, keep your mind positive. Let's put 3 cards down. So it's not a full reading, it's just a few cards to get a feel of what's in the air, what energies are around us at this time for the week. Oh, wow. Well, there's something very sudden that's going to happen with the Tower. So we start with the major arcana Tower. Something very sudden is coming at us. Now the Tower, people think is, oh God, that's going to be bad news. Whatever news it is, it's like a realignment. So it's realigning things for you and for the better. So the next card, there you go. You're going to think maybe, oh, there's the devil, look twice now. The sign of Capricorn as well. So you may be thinking, oh God, everything's gone wrong, or your negative mind is going to take over, and that's what you've got to control. Because things happen for a reason. Yeah, look at that. A load of money, cash flow, the 10 of Pentacles. Let's do the clarifiers. So that's the abundance, the card of abundance of money. Normally we would call this money. I always say it's whatever you hold value to. If, you know, might not be financial, although typically it would be financial. So the Tower is clarified with the 7 of Swords. So this is somebody who's going through a portal, look, and he's leaving a situation. So could it be that there's something that enables you to leave a situation abruptly? There's something whereby you're leaving what you don't want behind, and you're taking with you what you do want, and you're leaving a situation abruptly. The Devil card is clarified with the 4 of Cups, yeah, and that's that card. We had this here. So this is the inability to make a decision because the negative mind keeps getting a hold of us. So you need to control that. So that's twice we've had that one now. So there's something that's coming forward, and you're going to think, oh, it's all, you know, it's too good to be true, and blah-de-blah. And you've really got to harness that way of thinking, because it's not healthy and it doesn't bring you what you want. If you think in that sense, it's going to, you're never going to see opportunities, you're only going to see pitfalls. So the 10 of Pentacles was the last card here, and we had the 9 of Swords. And this is nice because the 9 of Swords is the penultimate card where we've got a closure then. So things that have been worrying you are really coming to an end now. And if it's been finances, there's going to be cash flow. There's going to be money coming, and not just a bit. I mean, this is like the, you know, the abundance, if you like. Let's see what we've got on the back of this one. We have the Page of Pentacles. Well, that makes sense because something's coming in abruptly, so it's probably a message, and it's going to be about money. And it looks as though you've imagined the worst. Maybe this message comes along, and actually what it is, it's going to be money. And then we've got on this side here the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and it's the king who sits, you know, in his own power. So whatever this is putting him in a good position, because he's sitting there grounded, holding his sword, a little bit pensive, this. And I noticed that underneath you've got the Hermit. So we are a little bit in our head thinking, maybe making plans, but thinking what's right for us. And here you've got that same sort of energy of the Hermit there, you know, kind of going inward, thinking about things. And here it's like, do I, don't I? And this one here again, this one's a bit overthinking. And I think also with that Devil. So I think I would say in conclusion, don't overthink things. See it for what it is. Think positively. You've got this Devil twice now. You really need to help yourself by not putting a negative slant on everything when there possibly isn't a negative slant to be had. And if something is coming your way, which we've got that twice, see it as a positive, look at it and go with your gut. We had in the cards that flipped out, we did have the Knight of Wands, which I said to me was a relocation card. And I say that because here we've got the Knight of, what's that? It's the Knight of Cups. We've got the Three of Wands, whereby the person here is looking out to sea, and there's a ship, there's a journey to be made. So Knight of Wands is either journeying or relocation, and that to me, this is what this is saying as well. So there's something on the horizon where there is change. There could be relocation as well. I'd just like to always turn over a few more. Yeah, go with the flow. Go with the flow, and if there are a little few setbacks or delays or whatever, they will be not any great. They're not going to be a problem. They're just going to be an inconvenience. That's all. But and I'm just, yeah, there you've got the Seven of Swords again. Seven of Cups again. That card, you know, where decisions have to be made. And here we've got the Two of Cups. Now that's quite a nice card to have clarifying that, because this is about talking it through. So talking it through with somebody. You did have that Six of Cups as well, which was about, yeah, talking it through. And you've got the Justice card. Oops, Daisy, that's not the Justice card. These cards are sticky. The Justice card here, you've got Cups again. So if things are a little bit, you know, not quite settled, because the Seven isn't settled here, it will come right, and justice will come. The right thing will come to you. And look, there we go again, the Six of Cups. So it could be the conversation is with somebody that you have known a long time, to discuss, you know, what's going on in your head, what's on offer, what options you've got, and it will level out. After the conversation, it will level out, and you'll find your what it is that you're looking for. What, you know, will come to you, will come clearly to you. Okay, so that is the reading for this week, Christmas week. I'll speak to you again on Sunday, hopefully. Today it's not Sunday, I missed it yesterday. But have a good Christmas if you celebrate, and a good holiday if you don't. See you soon. Bye.